What's up, guys? This is Guillermo Auto. I'm doing front brakes on a 2014 Hyundai Ascent. This could be used for a 13 through a 15. You can check the description for links for the brake pads and the tools used in this video. So you're going to need a 14 to 17 millimeter, a brake piston depressor, and an impact driver possibly. And I'll also show you more stuff about the impact driver. So here we go. We're going to get the 14 millimeters off, and take note of these screws right here. This is what the impact driver's for. I'll show you what's up later on in the video, but these screws are going to need to come off if you're messing with the rotors. If not, you can just get the caliper off if you're just doing pads, but we got to get these 14 millimeters out. If this nut spins on you while you're trying to get them off, just hold the nut with some pliers, and then you'll be able to get them out. So go ahead and get these out. I got them both out. I'm going to wiggle my caliper off here. And then I'm going to put it somewhere safe. I'm going to just kind of put it over this knuckle and rest it on the arm over here. And that's that way so our brake line is supported. It's not stressed. And you don't want to hang these. It's bad for the brake lines. So next, let's come over here and let's go and pull our pads out. These are Hyundai pads. This is what they look like. These are OEM ones. So see that sensor on that one? That was the inner pad. The inner pad had the sensor. So here I got my pads out. Now we need a 17 millimeter to get the caliper bracket bolts out. We'll go ahead and get these out. These will be a little tighter than the caliper bolts. Okay, I got my caliper bracket bolts out. Now there's my caliper bracket down there. I'm gonna go ahead and put these aside for now. So with this screw right here, basically there's a few methods I can teach you. Get yourself a ball peen hammer and put the ball side right here, and then hit the other side of the hammer with like another hammer, preferably a larger hammer, and that could bust those loose in there. That's just what you do, and then you'd be able to unscrew it. That's one way to do it. That's like the first way most people have these hammers compared to like everything else. This is an impact driver. I'll put a link in the description to get one. Basically these have little bits and you put them on here, and then you put the driver up here and you hit the back with a hammer while you're turning it, and it's pretty good at getting those out if you get a decent one. So that's another way. Also, if you get a little mini air hammer, these are like 25-30 bucks. With this bit on it, I just kind of, you need an air compressor, but I just kind of give this a zap in the middle, just a bump, and then I could just hit it from the side and just roll this out. I'll show you what I mean with this one. But you don't want to hit your rotor. If you hit your rotor, then that's not good. Damage your rotor, so be super careful. Wear safety glasses. That's what I'm talking about. You just give it one little pump in the middle, and then just go up the side here. And this is when they're really seized, and then that's it. They'll just come right out. But again, be careful. Air hammers are kind of like, they'll go all over the place if you let them, so you got to be careful. It's not going to screw. And then hopefully yours will just unscrew with a screwdriver. That'd be cool too. So once those are out, if your rotor's still on, you can put a nut on it and hit it with the back of a rubber, with like a rubber mallet, something soft, and then you can pop it loose. Don't hit it with a real hammer though. All right, so I put it on the lathe. I got it cutting. I'm gonna go back. All right, so I got it cut. I put my screws back in. Now it's back on the car. Check out my pads here. I have Hyundai genuine pads. These are OEM pads from the factory. This is the part number. I'm gonna put a link in the description for pads. It'll be like an aftermarket pad though. It won't be the Hyundai genuine. Notice this one has a sensor on it, the little metal shiny tab. That's for when the brakes get low, they squeak. It also came with new hardware. If yours pads got new, they call them hardware or brake springs, I would recommend putting them in, these right here. If you don't, no big deal. You just clean those off with like a little wire brush, or just kind of get the dirt off them. It's not a big deal. So I put mine on. So that's they call them brake pad springs or like hardware. Also, these pins, I lube them up. It's very important you lube them up. I just pop them out, put some general lube on them. Notice the bottom pin will have a little black grommet on it. I'm honestly not sure the reason for that, but I just know the bottom one always has a grommet. If you guys know, you can put it in the comments. All right, so I put my caliper bracket back on. I'm going to tighten down these 17 millimeter bolts. These you want them pretty tight. All right, so I got those tight. My hardware's in there looking okay. I'll put my pads in now. And I'll put a little tiny bit of brake lube on the ends of these pads, just a little tiny bit, because just on the contact points. You probably can't see it, but I put a little on there. You don't want to overdo it because the grease can get on the pads if you do too much. Just a little bit. And then notice my sensors on the inside. That's because the inner pad wears faster than the outer pad most of the time. Now I got my piston depressor for my caliper. I'll put a link in the description for these as well. If you're going to be doing your own brakes for a while, I mean, these are just tools you might just want to go ahead and just get. If you have like a large locks, you can also push in the piston. But yeah, so there's multiple ways. You can Google ways to push in your piston if you don't have this tool or anything. There's a bunch of different ways. But all right, so I got it compressed. I put it back on, and now I'm putting my 14mm bolts back in. They're nice and tight. Make sure your brake line's not twisted. You didn't accidentally twist it or kink it. And that's it, guys. So hope this video helps you out. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next video.